what are we producing? Pretty much just Royal Knights, Archers, Springalds, Mangonels, of course.
They're doing the bonus damage.
Ooh, Springalds sniping my trebuchets. But we've got our own Springald forward now. So what if we just put a keep down here and then started mining this gold? 200 pop, suddenly you've got an insane economy. Hey everyone. Once again, glad you're tuning in for some more Age of Empires here. We're getting through more of my 1v1 ranked placement matches. And we're up against an English opponent this time by the name of Akadens Corsani? We'll go with that. Playing as the English. I'm playing as the Chinese here. This is one of the new maps, Golden Heights. We're giving it a try. And we do know that it's a pretty short distance between our bases. And maybe my choice of Chinese here isn't so great since it's such a short path between our bases. I think English is a good choice here. I mean, you could get maybe like outposts and longbowmen up here, or stream longbowmen and infantry through this really short gap between our bases. But I was tempted by the Chinese here because of how easy it might be to wall up. I mean, I could throw a wall down right here, and now all we have to worry about is this entrance to our base. I don't know, it seemed like a good defensive position, so I thought I would go for it. And we're seeing a villager walking out here, and that should have been a big indicator for us. Not sure why I didn't really pick up on it, but he is actually heading out to the water to put down a dock. Now, we can abandon any plans for going for the water here, but I don't think I was even cognizant of it. I think I wasn't even paying attention. This is a new map for me. I had almost completely forgotten that water was out in the corner. I didn't expect my opponent to go all the way out there and get it. We do get our Imperial Academy down. That's going to hit our lumber camp and mill, and we are spotting longbowmen heading out. And the English have a good strategy here. Just focus on gathering up wood, and you can produce longbowmen. But then at the same time, if you've got some wood to spare, you can start producing fishing ships from his dock, which is over here in the corner. Like the scout position here, we're watching the longbowmen rally out. We should just get down as stables, and now, yep, supervise out some horsemen. I want to get out enough horsemen to just completely crush this position. Yeah, we should be engaging here. Yep, I like that I'm coming forward. There's the longbowmen. Love the engagement here. Definitely want to get on top of them. But it looks like I'm not continuing to produce horsemen. I would love to just see more and more coming out. We can use them to kill two birds with one stone. We can essentially use them to kill these longbowmen, and then we can go after the dock, which is no doubt over here. And you can see my opponent is actually getting an economic advantage here. These are the fishing ships that are coming out. And me, I'm floating a lot of resources. I want to get down this Barbican of the Sun, and I'm putting it way too aggressively up here. It really needs to be back here. Yeah, we're going to do that. But even this is too risky because we know he has a scout out there. It's good we've got the horsemen coming through. We're going to need more, though. Yeah, this is just no good. I'm going to lose villagers up here. The Barbican is taking forever to go up. We've already lost 2 villagers. We're probably going to have to cancel it. And this is not how I imagined the start of my game going. Instead, we're going to have to pivot over here with the Barbican. And our Song Dynasty is so delayed. And you can see our opponent is getting way ahead in terms of economic units. This is a painful start. That said, we did pivot over here. We are gathering up these deer. But what I would really like is a supervisor over here. An Imperial official supervising this mill will bring in a lot more resources. And this outpost ended up not being in the best position. That, or maybe the mill needed to be tucked back here. Yeah, this is really annoying. I don't want to lose any more villagers, so I'm going to back away. And I would love to see horsemen heading up this way. Because, yeah, these longbowmen down here are just picking away at this mining camp. And look at the advantage. This game is going downhill so quickly. I am just not having any luck in my placement matches. Just some poor decision from my part, and also not really reading the map all that well. So this is actually going to be a surprisingly quick game. My opponent just takes their time actually pushing in. I think a few rams would really do the job here. Fortunately, I do go out with my horsemen. We're going to try and pick up some counter kills here. Maybe harass some villagers, pick up some reinforcing longbowmen. How was he getting the... Does he have an outpost? Yeah, an outpost down here. I was wondering how he was getting the network of citadels bonus there. And yep, there's the dock. Tons of fishing ships already produced, gathering tons of fish. Only now am I realizing what's going on. I've completely misplayed the map, so I'm rushing over here to put a stop to it. We've only gotten one villager kill, but we're going to get another right here with this villager going down. And then we'll burn the dock down. We're getting a dock of our own down, but really we'd love to get maybe just like a junk or something to come out here, kill his fishing ships, and we could start gathering our fish of our own. And there is still a lot of resources on the map outside of the water, but it's just too much of an advantage to grab up all that water. And look at this, 4 battering rams already down. There's going to be even more coming out. And I just don't have the units to put a stop to it. Yep, upgrade to early man-at-arms, ranged armor. Yeah, we've been sitting on our Song Dynasty. We've frozen his food coming from the water. Now I'm just thinking, how can we survive this? And I'm losing 3 horsemen just in that engagement right there. I need more archers, more Jugnu. And look at that, insufficient wood. Can't do anything there. We're just gonna have to let the town center go, look for counter kills on the backside. Fortunately, we do find all of his villagers. He has literally just been rallying everyone over to wood. So it is funny that we're able to get so many of these villagers here, and we're just gonna park our horsemen down here. They end up getting more kills as well. But yeah, look at all these longbowmen. There's just way too many of them, and he does have the right upgrades for them. He's got the ranged attack, ranged armor. Everything's looking good for my opponent. It was a good game. I just don't really know these new maps. I feel like I'm getting into the season a little late. I would have been on the water a lot sooner if I had just been more cognizant of it, and I maybe would not be going for the Chinese here. I'm thinking maybe Ottoman might be the better choice on this map, just for how short the distance is. But anyway, not much luck in these placement matches. Here's hoping the next one goes better. Catch you for it. See you then.